case, let's help her to her feet. We're sisters. Well, if we can't lean on each other, we're all doomed to fall.
Get up, Maude, Lynn. Mamma ain't but 2 paces behind us talking to Father Henri. Now, if she see you sitting on this ground, she's never gonna let us walk home unchaperoned again. And God knows this is the only stretch of freedom we get in life, walking home from church on Sundays.
But he's dead. Mon père is dead and he's never coming back.
Bien sûr, that's what dead means. It means you're never coming back.
Yes. Try and show some sympathy. We'll sympathize. He was our father.
Hello. Madeline, look at the bright side. At least you'll get to see him again when you die.
Yes.
I mean, in heaven. And oh, what a glorious day that will be.
But it won't. Mon père is not going to heaven.
He's not?
Of course not. Don't you read the Bible?
Not religiously, but I've skimmed a few pages. There's just so many words.
The word of the Lord says Mon père is going straight to hell for being an adulterer, a cheat, a curse, a liar, a drunk, a heretic, and a sloth. We were as close as praying hands. He confided in me, but I could not save his soul. Oh, come now, hell was sinful, but he did good deeds on earth as well. For one, he never put his hands on us. He bought us most things we wanted, and at night, he kissed our eyes into dreams.
Hello, Odette, you're so romantic. You're giving me heartburn. Might as well tell the truth and shame the devil. Mon père barely knew us. He was a white man who cared more about our bodies than our brains. At night, he kissed our eyes into dream, but during the day, he kept us at arm's length, treated us like porcelain dolls with empty heads. He was a man, a good businessman, who knew the value of blood and good breeding. He was our white patron, and in some ways, we were his greatest possession. Therefore, the best way to remember him is not to weep for his soul, but to take a page out of his billboard. We must become placés. Mon père did his best when he was alive to convince Mama to let us go to the ball, but now that he's dead, we must pick up the banner. We must find a white man with good blood and good fortune, bed him, and take all his money. We must show the world why men come all the way from France to sell their hearts to free colored women, and we must do this soon, before the Yankees come with their savage slave laws and rule New Orleans like cattlemen. Simply put, we must get rich quick, or else we'll be forced to stay stuck in the house with Mama forever, or tossed in the streets and made to slave, like slaves. We're Creoles, for crying out proud. We must be vigilant, yet genteel, and we must have faith. Even God responds to faith. That's why he dropped a miracle in my lap today during Mass. I got a sign, a letter, a love letter.
A love letter, you mean like from a man? And in church?
Oui, mais oui. And his name's Ramon Lepic.
Oh, Agnés, that letter could lead to true love. And straight into a den of sin.
I know, but I can't get my hopes up. If I play my cards right, this letter could get me out of the house before sunrise.
Attention!
Oui, Mama.
You should be ashamed. Your father hasn't been dead a whole day, and you standing around cackling like a bunch of rump ugly witches! Mush!
Oui, Mama. Sweet, sweet.
Christ, it's as hot as a whore's mouth in here. Makeda, the windows!
Oui, madame. Afternoon, Madame Albans.
Veuve. Speak of whores and one shows up. Mon blanc, and yourself.
Feeling a bit light as of late, but I'm here to pay my respects. You've gotten sickly, I see. Pale. Must be grief. How are you holding up?
I'm kicking, but not hot.
That I see. I was wondering, what happened to your foot?
Oh, this merely tripped on a stone.
Of course. Sooner or later, even the high and mighty fall.
Well, we all fall, Madame Veuve. It's how a woman lands that makes her lady. Don't just stand there, my fille. Acknowledge our guest.
Bonjour, Madame Veuve.
Bonjour, Lizan.
Veuve, you will excuse the state of my maison. I prefer to keep an immaculate house. But since it's the Sabbath, most of the servants have taken a day of rest.
Don't be silly. Your home is clean-ish.
It's clean for some, but I know dirt when I see it. Will you join us for tea?
With pleasure. It's been a long stretch since someone poured me some tea.
Is that so? Makeda, bring us beignets.
We ain't got no more beignets.
Well, some pralines. We can't have tea without sweets.
What about iced tea, Memo? It's so hot.
I know I'm hot and bothered.
Nonsense! Iced tea is for overweight biddies and toothless infants. We drink hot tea to soothe our grief and dry our tears. I see you are without your jewelry. Madame Veuve does not like you. One must be cautious these days. I hear the servants can grease the gold off your bones right before your eyes.
Nonsense. I was feeling generous this morning and I gave my gold to charity.
Oh, Albans would be moved. He has a heart for the poor. Won't lift if you start that incessant weeping, I will make you lie under your bed. You don't cry in front of company, it's self-indulgent. Wait till nightfall if you want to weep a river.
Oui, Maman. Rest in peace, mon père.
Lynn loved him most. She's something holy. If her face was ugly, I'd make her be a nun. But it's too pretty for a habit. He has a good soul, though. Unlike these two. The youngest, Odette, is all heart. And the oldest, Agnés, is all body. But they're wise, like me, and tough as teeth. Stop that sniffling. Sniffling is for opium addicts and infants with pneumonia.
Oui, Maman.
She's just breathing, Beatrice. You can be softer.
Oh, I didn't know you had children, Madame Veuve.
I don't, and you know it.
Don't I?
Pralines is served, madame.
No.